Very good morning once again, and thank you all for joining. So, once again, let me just say my warmest gratitude to you guys who have joined the training. And this is our second session of today. And now we want to look at how to create a digital marketing plan. And with me, who has joined this the session is my colleague Nao Ledesa, who will be our moderator for today. And also, kindly just let us know where you're joining us from. I can see we have a couple of guys who have joined the sessions. Kindly let us know where you're joining us from and what is your expectation. So I'd really love to hear from you. So also you can invite your friends to join us because we've just started because it's going to be a very interesting and an impactful session because digital marketing is increasingly becoming popular. So um, so guys, feel free and just join us and be part of the session. So to start us off, we're going to look at what digital marketing is and why is it so useful for businesses. Also, we're going to look at how you can devise your very own digital marketing plan. And finally, we're going to look at the top tips for harnessing the power of digital advertising. So we are going to see, we're going to look at sorry for that. So as I was saying, we were looking at our very first agenda, which was how to how to create your very own digital marketing plan. And I got disrupted, but I'm back. So um, so let me give a shout out to Mohammed Ujra who was joined, and Mohammed Ujra is proud Ethiopian. Thank you so much for joining. So as I was saying before I got disrupted, that we're going to look at these three agendas, and one of them being what is digital marketing and why is it so useful. Also, we're going to look at how you can devise your very own digital marketing plan as a person. So, hopefully, after attending this session, you should be in a position of doing it for yourself, not employing somebody to do it on your behalf. Also, we are going to look at the top tips for harnessing the power of digital. And this brings me to this question: how do you engage with your customers currently? So, how do you engage with your customers currently? Is it through use of Google or use of social media or or word of mouth? So, how do you currently engage with your customers currently? So, how do you engage with your customers currently? So, all right. So, as you think about that, now let's look at now introduction to digital marketing. Introduction to digital marketing. And this brings me to this. What is digital marketing? What is digital marketing? What is digital marketing? So I'd love to hear, some of your suggestions. When somebody says digital marketing, what comes through your mind? Digital marketing, what comes through your mind? So as you think about that, when you're talking about digital marketing, we are talking about the promotion of products or brands using electronic devices or the internet. And it includes text messaging, instant messaging, video, apps, electronic billboards, digital television, and even radio channels. So, digital marketing allows an organization to analyze campaigns, content, and strategy to understand what is working and what is not working. And this is done in real time, right? So, marketers face new challenges in the digital marketplace, but they also have the opportunity to create personalized, relevant communications and content to develop deep relationship with customers based on the ongoing instructions. All right. So when I talk about digital marketing, is any form of marketing that is being done on the web and on internet. So internet and digital marketing are twin brothers. So anything that is being done off the internet or any marketing that is being done off the internet, that one is called traditional forms of marketing. So radio, Fana TV, flyers, billboard, all those are traditional forms of marketing. And we know very well that traditional forms of marketing are usually expensive. And depending on now the space that you're going to acquiring, depending on the radio, the kind of the radio that you're going to use to advertise it, or depending on the kind of television channel that you're going to use to advertise. We have some televisions that have more viewership. So if you're going to use that, definitely you'll have to spend more. So we live in a mobile world. Why? So, what do we mean by saying we live in a mobile world? So, almost three quarters, almost 50% of the entire population owns mobile phone, and it's not just mobile phone, but it is a smartphone. So, a phone that will enable them to access internet. So as a result of owning a smartphone, so many people have been able to search for information online, do shopping online, communicate with friends online, video call family online. So we have 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa. 91% of South African own mobile phones, and we have 80% Kenyan and 80% Nigerian. So South Africans have the higher population of those who are owning mobile phone. We have 65% of active mobile users in Nigeria have shopped online. So they just use the phone. So for instance, like this, so you use your phone to do a quick shopping, or maybe if you want to buy some incredible shoes, you just go to an e-commerce website. You look at the features, you look at the price, and then after that, now you decide to add it on the cart. And once you've added it on the cart, now there will be an amount that will be deducted either from your debit card or your credit card or whatever you use. So what you're saying is, what you're saying is, mobile in particular is changing how we act, behave as human. We have never been more connected to information, knowledge, and people more than like right now. We have access to information. We are more knowledgeable, and we are able to access people very, very fast. So we have the answers to pretty much any questions at our program. So that is why you see so many youths that if you ask a question, they say, "Did you Google it? What did you find? Google it." So Google is becoming, it was Google, but now we even have an adjective called Googling. Googling. So did you Google it? What did you find? So something like that. Also, we have the power to do our very own product research online. All right. So, what opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online? What are some of the opportunities that might arise with connecting with customers online? So you could connect with them through your Facebook page, or you could connect with them through your website, or you could connect with them through LinkedIn, Instagram, or any other or Telegram, for instance, or any other popular social media site in that locality. So I'd love to hear from you what opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online. So as you think about those opportunities, I have a few opportunities for you guys. So we have increased reach. This one is global access, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Also, there is a rich niche audience, so allow customers to find your product and services easily. How about learn about customers? So you conduct consumer market research and keep up with customer demands and trends in your market. Also, communicate and support. So improve your customer service with greater flexibility. Communicate with your customer and get the feedback on your business. Right? So let us look at key channels to consider when you want to venture into digital marketing. And we have 6 key channels. So we have SEO. So SEO. That is simply search engine optimization. SEM, which is search engine marketing. SMM, social media marketing. Display marketing, email marketing, as well as content marketing. Right? So now let us look at these channels in details. So when you talk about SEO, we're talking about optimizing your website so it shows up more often, so more regularly in search engine results. Right? So if your website do not shows up more often, it means now it has not been optimized, and therefore a lot of work needs to be done towards improving its SEO. Also, search engine marketing, paying for advertising to appear in search engine. So you only pay for results such as clicks, views. So SMM, which is social media marketing, is using social network to gain traffic, attention, and reach new people. So especially if it is paid social media marketing, you're able to reach people who are not even your friends. So that is how powerful it is. Also, when you talk about content marketing, content is basically creating and sharing different type of content using blogs, posts, videos, guides, infographics to attract attention and drive attention. So, have you ever had a situation whereby uh, bloggers, so these are people who usually write contents on various topics. So, right now, blogging is becoming a source of livelihood. So, because bloggers are being paid to write about a particular product, bloggers are also being used to sway some decisions. So, and also content creators which right now many of them are comedians, are coming up with content to educate people, or they can also come up with music to educate people. So that is content. That is content in itself. So it could be music, it could be drama, it could be music, any content that is meant to educate. That is that is content marketing. Any content that is made to entertain. That is content. So remember, we have guidelines to or some rules to content creation. So you're supposed to create a content at the back of your mind you want to sell, which is a good thing. But it should never come out clearly that you're selling directly. So you need to hide it in the form of entertainment, information, humor, but for your aim is you want to sell. So now, do we have questions? Let me see if we have questions. Let me see if we have questions. So thank you so much. I can see we have a full house, which is a good thing. It gives me energy to keep pushing and keep pushing. So Mohammed, as I mentioned earlier, thank you for joining. And now is also trying to engage you guys. I can say Etana, YouTube saying welcome. Etana, thank you so much for being part of this training, and just let us know your expectation for this particular training. So, for the guys who have already joined, thank you so much. Just feel free to ask any question around this topic, and we should be able to guide you and even give you more resources to go and do research on. So remember, this is a 1 hour session. After this, now we have a Grow with Google page where you could go deep and deep and deep. And the best part is you'll get satisfied at the end of the session. So let us look at our second objective, or our second agenda, or our second main topic, which is building your own digital marketing plan. How awesome is that? So imagine you are able to build your own marketing plan. So remember, so many businesses and so many companies are investing a lot, or are putting a huge sums of budget in digital marketing. Why? So for instance, if you want to do a digital marketing, you need a content creator, somebody to come up with the content. Second, you need a graphic designer. And then third, you need now the actual personnel who will be going into the Google Ads or even Facebook to create an objective, look at the placement. Now the personnel. So in terms of digital marketing, if you can be one person in all these three different people, you will be saving yourself a lot of money or a lot of bill. So that is why now, as uh, that is why most people need to have an interest in digital marketing. So now let's look at the 6 steps to building a digital marketing plan. The 6 steps to building a digital marketing plan. Of course, we have business goals and objective. So business goals are usually broad, objective are usually specific. Budget and resources. So resources could be personnel, it could be some, some money that you've set aside, and now the audience, and also now the platform. Decide what channel, plan your activity, and then now how do you measure the performance of all this your effort? So now let's look at the first one, business goals and objective. So remember, even in my very first session, I talked about business goals. Business goals depend on what kind of business you are in, or at what level of, at what level or at what stage of your business are you at. If you are a business that is just venturing, that is just starting, your objective could be brand awareness. Are you known? But if you are a business that has been in existence for long, your objective could be different, right? So let us look at business goals and objectives. So what do you want to achieve? And to help us understand this, we have to use Monday. So, hi, I am Monday. I am an hairdresser. My business goals are, you see them, to get more customers through my door. So these customers would be new and the past. Also, to make more people in my area know my business exists. So, successful businesses are based on both goals and objectives. So clarify the purpose of your business and identify the necessary objectives. Goals are general statements of desired achievement, while your objectives are the specific steps or actions you take to reach your goal, right? So now let us look at some of the online objectives. Increase traffic to your website. Somebody might ask, why is increasing traffic to your website important? Increasing, so remember, you need to find a way of how do people get to your website. And for people to get to your website, you need to have a link either on your blog or on your Facebook. So somewhere where if somebody wants to learn more about your services, somebody will click onto that link and it takes them to your website. In that way now, you will be increasing traffic to your website, direct them to your website. You need to increase online sales, increase social media page likes, follows from my customers. Also, you need to increase online reach and brand awareness. All right. So now let us look at how business objectives should align with business goals. So as mentioned, your online objectives are how you reach your business goals. So they should align with each other naturally. So online objective could be increase online reach and awareness. Also increase website sales. Also it could be increase social media page likes, follows from my customers, or increase traffic to website. Business goals could be make more people aware you exist, sell more products, get found by more people, get more returning customers. So now let us look at budget and resources. So under budget and resources, and we go back to Monday. What are you possible of availing as the resources? So I don't have a website yet as it's too much of an investment right now. So that is Monday state speaking. So When you talk about budget, what is it? What is possible with what you have? Give yourself an honest statement about your challenges. What are your challenges? So right now, if you're starting a business, as a business owner, you need to know what resources do I have. With all these resources, uh, how do I prioritize on their usage? So, for instance, if I have 1,000 US dollars, for instance, and I want to start a business, I might not need to invest this 1,000 on digital marketing, even on digital marketing, if I don't even have uh, the products that I want to sell in place, or even the services that I want to place, that I want to give out in place. So you need to have your priority right, and with um, and this one should so what you should be able to help you is the resources that you have. So resources is not only money, but it could also be the personnel. It could also be, the working space or even the store. So you don't have, if you don't have a store, if you don't have if you don't have even some money, and you want to venture into digital marketing, you might be dreaming. So you need to have your priority right, and your priority will be guided by, the amount of resources that you have. Audience. So remember, audience are our clients, are our customers. So let me use customers. I'll be mentioning clients more because I'm used to saying clients, but you're talking about customers. So I am targeting females in my local area. So my most valuable customers are females above 30 years old. They normally have children and work part-time. Most of them use Facebook. That is a very, very vivid, clear description of Mondi's audience. Actually, Mondi knows his audience very, very well. Age, where they live, what they, where, which platform they are on. Do they have children? Are they working? That is the information. That is the type of information that you need to have as a business person. You don't just have your customer coming, and you don't have any idea about them, whether they're living close to you, they're living very far, what is the level of income, do they have children. It's very important. And what can help you do that? There are various ways that you can do that. So when you're talking about marketing channels, let's look at these marketing channels that you're talking about. So which ones are right for you? So when you're talking about when you have an online objective such as increase online reach and awareness, display, social media, and content marketing would be the best platforms for you as a business owner. When you're talking about increased website sales, we're talking about search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and email marketing. So this one, you want to target those that are interested in your business. And search engine marketing, SEO, and email marketing are the best. Increase traffic to your website. So also that is search engine, SEO, and email marketing. Increase customer loyalty. So if you want to have loyal people, so loyal customers, those who will, they call it ride. It's usually called the ride or die kind of relationship. So they will stick with you. They will listen to what you're doing. They will be coming to your shop to buy your product. So those are loyal customers. So social media, email marketing, content marketing. Now, let us look at how do you plan your activities. Remember, digital marketing is a series of activities. So how do you plan them, right? And to help us understand that, let us look at a case study that we have here. This is monthly. So my online objective are to reach more people in my local area and get more returning customers. I don't have a website yet, as it is too much of an investment right now. How could I use digital marketing So digital, how could I use digital to help me? So, so what advice can you give Mondi? I would really love to hear some of the advice you could give Mondi. So remember, he's interested in having a digital presence or an online presence, but he doesn't have a lot of money. So, guys in the chat box, just let me know how would you advise Mondi, assuming Mondi came to you for a professional, seeking a professional advice or opinion. And remember, Monday is not loaded that much. So, what would you defer, or what would you advise Monday? So, I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear some of the advice. Or what would you tell Monday? So, let me pick on. I can see we have Naul. I can see we have Mohammed. I can see we have Etana. Let me pick on maybe Sigereda. So Sigereda, in this case, Mondi came to you just saying, okay, I'm very, very interested in having an online presence, but right now I don't have much of resources and money. So how would you advise me? Where do I need to start? So Etana, if you have some idea, please just write them down. Also, Mohammed, if you have some idea, please just write them down. So as I'm waiting for those responses, first you could tell Mondi to list the business on Google My Business and create a free website for them. You can set up a Facebook page. You can collect reviews and post pictures to your customers' hairstyle. You can use Facebook advertising to target people in your local area with an offer to attract new customers. So these ones you don't need they don't need much resources, but they are very effective as well if used well. So now let's look at measure. So when you talk about measure, we are talking about an acronym. So an acronym that enables teams and individuals to set goals and succeed. So SMART objective help us to set goals that we are more likely to succeed in and achieve. So instead of plucking ideas out of the air, the SMART acronym gives us more structure. As you can see, S stand for specific. What exactly do you want to achieve? Who, what, when, where, and how? Give yourself as much details and thought as possible. M stands for measurable. How will you know your goals are being achieved? What metrics shows success? A stands for achievable. Do you have the skills, time, and resources to turn this goal into a reality? Right? R stands for realistic. Is the goal likely to be achieved or is it merely a dream? So you need to be realistic. Is the goal likely to be achieved? So T stands for time bound or time. When do you want to complete the goal? What is the time frame or end date in mind? Giving goals a date will ensure you are motivated and continuously moving forward, right? So now let's see how to set SMART objective. So how will you know if you have succeeded? Set SMART objective to help you measure the success of your activity. So we have a broad objective and a SMART objective. So broad is, so we have to increase online sales. Also, we have to increase brand awareness. Here we have SMART objective to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. Also, we have increased our brand awareness on Facebook by growing our audience with the new people by 40%. So these are smart in the sense that they are mentioning the duration and what percentage we are expected to achieve it by. So now, let's put all this plan together. So business goal is reach more people in my local area, get more customers through my door. Also, Mondi talked about female between 39 to 45 within living within the local area, and some of them are past customers. Mondi also mentioned he wants to use a local SEO and Facebook as well. Also, some of the activities that Mondi was planning was build a website and boost visibility on Google, use Facebook advertising to target people in my local area. One of the online objectives was increasing online reach, increase returning customers. Some of the smart objectives was increase Facebook page likes from new people by 50% within the next month, increase bookings from past customers by 20% in the next quarter. So, do we have any question before I move to our final before I move to our final before I move to our final agenda? So I can see Mohammed say search for potential sponsors for the startup. That is a good suggestion. That's a good suggestion. So you could also search for potential sponsors to help you with the startup. But remember, we wanted to help you with a short-term solution as is looking for resources because his aim was to have an online presence as a way to accumulate more money. And you mentioned being listed on Google My Business, just having a Facebook page. But thank you so much, Mohammed, for that response. So now let's look at how to harness all the top tips of harnessing the power of digital advertising. So, all right. So, you guys have noticed mostly that if you go on, when you go to your Google, your search engine, and type for any product that you want, you usually have three categories, like three interfaces. So there is one in yellow, there is one in blue, and there is one in there is a box in green. So you might be asking yourself, well, how do you call this box in yellow, and how do you call this box in blue, and also how do you call this box in blue, right? So the appearance of the results page adapts to the search that is made, but it contains three main things. So the first thing you'll notice in the search query is this is what someone has typed into Google. So the results are then shown as either an ad or an organic listing. So ads are paid listings that appear above organic listing. Sponsored or ED icon appears next to the feed. So when you talk about this, so yellow one, we are talking about a search query. So that is basically where you type what you want to look for. It is a search query. A search query is a keyword that you type so that you get the search results, right? And this we are talking about. And the blue one we're talking about paid text and shopping ads, and mostly you see AD. If you look at them, they have AD. So those are paid listings that appear above the organic search. And the one at the bottom now here, we are talking about organic search listing. So these are free listing. So now let us look at the process of search engine. The process of search engine, right? So we have understanding your customers. This is what makes, so when you talk about understanding your customers, and then you have finding the right keyword. So we need to brainstorm good keywords to bid on that might be relevant to our target audience. Create ad copy. So in order to create good ads, we need to understand what our what our target customer wants. And of course, we need to put all this together. So let's look at search engine versus search engine optimization. So SEM versus SEO. So you pay for search listing in SEM. You also bid on keywords, and you can get onto first page straight away. So those are under SEM. SEO, on the other hand, the search listings are free. You optimize keywords. You can take time to rank on first page of Google, right? So now, let us look at how to get started with search engine optimization. So, Google Search Console is a free tool that can help tell you more accurately learn how you rank on Google search. It also helps identify if there are any issues or errors on your website that will make it hard for you for Google to rank you high. So you need to consider submitting a sitemap to help Google the bots understand the structure of your website. So this is so when it comes to being indexed, Google understand how your site links together. Next, you need to look into creating valuable content that your user really wants. So Google really values useful, fresh content that helps its users find what you are looking for. So you need to search. You need to sign up for a search console, submit content to Google, monitor how they're doing, and you'll also be getting alerts. Also, you need to have a sitemap. You need to submit a sitemap, and finally, you need to have accurate, unique page titles. All right. So now let us look at search engine optimization tips. You need to run keywords. You need to publish useful, high quality content, and also you need to make web pages search friendly. So you need to conduct keyword research, discover, understand what words or phrases people are looking for when they are searching for products and services related to your business. So the title and the meta descriptions are important because they're both used by search engine to generate the actual search results for the specific page. So the title is used to generate the first line shown. So the meta description is used to generate the few short sentences that follows. As I've mentioned, publish useful, high quality content, understand your customer, and optimize your content to suit your need. Also, make your web pages search friendly. On page optimization or changes you can make on your website can quickly help search engine better understand your content. So now, what is display ads? Do you have an idea about what is display ads? What is display ads? All right. So when we talk about display ads, we are talking about typically visual content that are displayed on a variety of publisher sites. So they look like posters, like like flyers, but they are digital. So display ads, they come in all shapes and sizes. They are predominantly image banners, and there are different ad format available. So we have text ad, image ad, video ads, and ads across mobile websites. So visual ads can be more effective in getting more people to click as they are often eye-catching and they can stand out. So how is this display advertising different from search advertising? How is display advertising different from search advertising? So take a few minutes to brainstorm and just write down what you think or what you feel is display advertising and search advertising. So when I talk about search advertising, it's focused around matching ads to user search queries on search engine like Google.com. Also, search advertising most relevant when primary objective is to generate sales. Display advertising focus around serving ads across different websites, such as news, blogs, and local websites. Most relevant when the primary objective is to drive brand awareness or traffic. you'll notice that this process is similar. You need to understand your customers. You need to find placement ideas. So we need to brainstorm on good keywords to bid on that might be relevant to our target audience. You need to create an ad copy. In order to create a good ad, we need to understand what our target customer want. So now, what is social advertising or social media advertising? So, paid advertising on social network like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn, also known as paid social media advertising or social media advertising. So now, why should we use social advertising? So social media advertising allows you to target and retarget ideal customers. So with sophisticated targeting capabilities, social media platforms like Facebook help you target your ideal buyers, which allows you to drive more relevant traffic to your site. So this is the best way to get most out of your marketing spend. People are on social media. You need to increase brand recognition. You need to divert traffic to your site. Create specific target audience on different social media sites. Target and retarget ideal customers. Cost effective and in many cases free. And also you need to generate leads. So now, what are the main differences between organic and paid social? What are the main differences between organic and paid social? So here are the differences. So organic social media, so views, actions, or clicks from posts are free. Content appears on business profile and in the newsfeed. Can only reach your followers and friends of followers and friends of your followers. But for paid, you pay for views, actions, or clicks from posts or ad. Your ad appear in more places. So in more places, blogs, websites, news sites, e-commerce sites. You can also reach anyone, right? So let's look at the process of social media advertising, and it's similar. So we have you need to choose objective, you need to choose audience, you need to create an ad, creative. So let me pause for questions that we might have. Pausing for questions that we might have. So if you don't have any question, I'd just love to ask, what are your next steps? What are your next steps? So, what are your next steps? I'd love to hear from you. So, what would be your next step? Right. So, follow us on our social channels, our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I've also posted them on our chat, and also now I've also posted them. So kindly follow us. Also sign up to our grow with the Google page, and also share this news with others that we did a training on how to create a digital marketing plan, and we learned this, that, and that. So without going further, this has been my time. I was your trainer, Evans Rabare, and Nawale Desa was our moderator for today. And may the Almighty God bless you all, and try to keep safe and don't lower your guards. Corona is still a menace. So thank you so much, guys, and see you tomorrow for our sessions.